Welcome back, everyone. We'll get right back into the show with a look at the annual fundraising dinner held by the Nargis Dutt Memorial Foundation in Uniondale, New York. We'll hear once again from Priya Dutt as well as prominent figures in the South Asian community.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege and honor to welcome all of our guests to the 30th Annual Nargis Dutt Memorial Cancer Foundation Gala Dinner. The Nargis Dutt Memorial Cancer Foundation places its roots in a dream held by its founders, a loving couple, late Shri Sunil Dutt ji and late Nargis Dutt ji. The late actress Nargis Dutt ji, an Indian actress, wanted to ensure that the impoverished and needy would have access to quality medical care. I thank you all for being a part of this night, for celebrating the life of the late Nargis Dutt ji and her family, and for your contribution to society. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Inder Bindra. Please help me welcome Mr. Inder Bindra.
Friends, first of all, I must say thank you to everybody. And secondly, I would say thank you to Priya. And when we started this foundation in 1981, we never knew after 30 years we'll be sitting again in this room and all of this is your sport. And I remember when we started this foundation, Priya was about 10 or 12 years old. And this was the dream of Sunil, like my brother. And after the death of Nargis ji, he told me that we should start something here in New York, which will help people in India. So as a businessman, we never knew what is the cancer, how we are going to do all these things. And he's saying that let's start, we'll see where we get. And we started this foundation in 1981. And I remember we did a show in Manhattan on 57th Street and 8th Avenue. And we stood in front of the movie theater with a bag in our hand, and people put $1, $2 in that bag, and we collected $9,000 in one evening. And that's where we started this foundation. And this is all because of your help. We are here today. I'm very thankful to Priya ji. I'm especially thankful to people who are here, and especially thankful to Henri. With their support, we could raise this money. I'm going to invite Priya. Priya, please come here and say a few things.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to say that I'm here because I belong to this family. I belong to the Nargis Dutt Foundation, and like Inder uncle said, I'm more of his niece than I am a member of parliament or anything else. So every year when I come here with a very special feeling in my heart, because 30 years ago, when my mother passed away and this foundation was formed, it was formed with just pure heart. Nobody knew where it's going to go, how big it's going to be, but it was just a group of people who believed, who wanted to give back, who wanted to make a difference. And I think that is what clicked and made this foundation what it is today. You know, it's been a long journey of 30 years, a tiring and a very fulfilling journey for everyone who has been involved in the foundation. Today, as we have every year, is a very important day for the Nargis Dutt Cancer Foundation. And all of you are here today to support our foundation. I request you to open your hearts and donate generously for this cause. And I thank you all once again for being here. And it has given me great pleasure, like always, to be amongst you today. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to our Honorable Nassau County Executive, Mr. Ed Mangano.
I can only tell you this, that your work here and your contribution here is very important. My younger brother was diagnosed with multiple myeloma at a very young age. So, I've gone through the stem cell transplants with him and chemo and radiation. He was diagnosed with a year to live, and we are here 9 years later, still living and enjoying life. And that's because of the hard work of doctors that are among us here today, doctors that don't give up, doctors that fight and research for a cure, and of course the dollars that you provide this evening make a difference. I can tell you in my family that's made a huge difference, a huge difference. So with your dollars, a lot of faith and the goodwill and good techniques and determination that's bestowed on such good individuals that have dedicated their lives to the medical profession, we will find a cure. We'll continue to find a cure. But I can only tell you that this is one of the most worthwhile endeavors that you can undertake, because you're making a difference every day. While there has not been a cure for many of the strains of cancer, you provide the faith, the hope. And that is what families need, that is what patients need, and that is part of the healing process, I believe. So I thank you for all the good work that you do.
We'll take just one more short break, and when we return, we'll find out even more about what Nargis Dutt stood for. Stay tuned.